Hello. Older people, individuals who remember what it's like to not have a phone, or not to be worried about climate change, or who existed to go to a Nirvana concert, or who can still remember the phone number to their home or the phone of their friends. A time when Breakfast Club had just come out. Thank you for joining us. I know arthritis may be kicking in, so I'll keep it quick. As I just demonstrated, there is a clear difference between my generation and yours. Perhaps you view us as entitled, or that we're glued to our phones. But I'm here to show you we aren't so different. Our parents still don't understand us. High school still exists. Our bodies seem unbeatable, and we have boundless energy, something I'm sure parents and teachers are fully aware of. Today, I come to you with a promise, a dream to bring playgrounds into high schools. Now, please save all your preconceived notions or ideas to the end of my presentation. As teachers, parents, and many other adults have reminded me, I am still a child, which means certain responsibilities I'm not ready to have. It also comes with certain privileges. According to most adults I've talked to, my body won't always be as malleable, and I won't always have this much energy. But if this is true, why has one of the greatest inventions on this earth been stolen from my grasp? Why aren't playgrounds in high schools? To answer this question, we must understand the liabilities a playground presents. 1. Kids get injured. Unless you remember what high school was like, kids are getting injured all the time. And a study by the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission in 2001 showed a fundamental part of growing up is learning how to deal with dangerous circumstances. This is shown by the 50s and 40s, where there was a push to make playgrounds even more dangerous. This was to prepare students to adapt to the labor that a factory would present. Compared with the injuries in a regular playground today, those playgrounds ended up having fewer injuries. So clearly, the answer can't be danger, since A, our bodies can deal with falling, and we recover much quicker than the average adult, and B, if kids are exposed to dangerous environments, we adapt much quicker and learn important life skills. Now, this study exactly did talk about younger kids, but the same principles apply to teenagers. So let's say high schools had playgrounds. Would they indeed be that beneficial? Playgrounds give a kid a fun way to interact with the world around them while also strengthening their muscles and maintaining their cardiovascular health. Playgrounds can function as a full-body workout, something teens desperately need. When Tala Fakuri, an epidemiologist with the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, analyzed the CDC federal data, she found that 1 in 4 teenagers between the ages of 12 and 15 actually get the 1 hour of exercise we're supposed to. And with fewer teenagers participating in sports, this is clearly going on a decline. I know I threw a lot of information at you, so let's take a minute and just breathe. You know who doesn't get a break? Teachers. They have the almost impossible job of teaching hundreds of students different subjects while having to try and accommodate their specific learning styles. On top of it all, they have to mark tests, assignments, and even exams. The least we could do is tire kids out. This makes it easier for students to take in the information, since they can much more easily focus now that they've honestly woken up and are ready to learn. Teachers won't only have a more attentive class, but fewer disruptions, since there's much less energy for the students to actually use. The benefits of exercising in education have also been studied by Dr. John J. Ratley, an associate clinical professor of psychiatry at Harvard Medical School, who wrote specifically on how exercise optimizes learning on 3 distinct levels. First, it optimizes your mindset to improve alertness, attention, and motivation. Second, it prepares and encourages nerve cells to bind to one another, which is the cellular basis for logging in new information. And third, it spurs the development of new nerve cells, from stem cells to the hippocampus. In short, not only does exercise help the brain get ready to learn, but it makes retaining information more manageable. This entire time, our narrative to what a playground could look like is confined to the traditional sense. A slide, monkey bars, maybe even a swing set. But everything I said also applies to places such as these. In reality, I ask to make more, not to make more playgrounds, but to give teenagers the space to enjoy themselves. Luckily, as I'm sure you see now, playgrounds are needed for teenagers to develop in the way we were supposed to. And I'm not alone in this fight. New York has introduced activity zones for this specific purpose, and North Vancouver has plenty of parks and is even in the works for expanding the skate park at Lonsdale. So, if playgrounds aren't the reason I gave this speech, then what is it? Well, the world is changing, for better or worse. From social movements around the world finding more reasons to fight and more victories to celebrate, the leaps and bounds being made in technology, and the constant reassessment we are seeing with how people view their careers. Soon, we won't be kids anymore. So please, help people like me enjoy the last fleeting moments of adolescence. Life is passing far too quickly, and all I ask is a chance to forget my troubles and worries. I want to sit at the base of a slide watching the sunset, laughing with my friends just one more time. So if you want to help kids like me that are stuck in this position, all I ask is that you need to give teenagers the ability and the opportunity to enjoy themselves. Give teenagers playgrounds back. Thank you.